before it gets copyright struck. What is up, y'all? There's probably no one here quite yet. I'm just gonna get the chat pulled up. Just set up this new slush call deck. It's pretty fun. Might start editing the footage here in a minute so I can get that video uploaded. But first, I want to get a bunch of grip tape that I have all finished, like all packed up. So I have these labels here. So I'm gonna cut these out, and you guys can ask questions, and I'll answer them, and we'll hang out, and it will be Friday. And yeah, so. I don't think I want to play music, but I don't think I can because of the copyright issue. So I guess I'll play like some, some YouTube friendly music because I have a bunch of it in my computer. At least it's something to hear. I know this song's safe, so you guys probably can't even hear it, but I just need something else. Besides the silence of my thoughts. So, but yeah, I, offline grip, whatever you want to call it, anxiety grip. I ended up just calling it anxiety offline fingerboard grip tape, which I'll probably end up changing that. But it used to be called, formerly known as dollar grip because, just $1 a sheet. Now you can get it in packs of 3 for $3. And I got the labels here. And then Anxiety Offline skate wax, got those labels too. So I'm gonna just be cutting everything out. Usually I do I get use the X-Acto and the ruler, but I might be a little bit lazy and just see how they come out if I use scissors. So try a couple like that. Can you do a double heel flip? No, I can't do a double. I can do a single. What up, Worry? Thank you so much for sponsoring Boards and Brews, man. I'm excited to see you at the event and hang out again. I love this Sorry deck. Oh my gosh, functions very well. Not a lot of decks I can just pick up and start heel flipping. I guess actually I can't quite on this one yet either, but getting kind of close. I'm not the best at heel flips to begin with. I was practicing nollie heels earlier. That was super sketchy, but I'll take it, so I want to start cutting these out. Yeah, slush call decks are dope. This one is the one by Sorry, so it's like, it's like a pro deck, 34 millimeter. You'll see in the video. I just made a video about it. I'm gonna start editing it soon, and made a really sleazy, HQ video, high quality video. Yeah, I already don't like the scissors. I'm just gonna do it how I do it. Yeah, man, definitely. I'll probably have a couple custom cores at the event. A lot of people have been asking about them, so I'm thinking I might even do more than I originally anticipated. I'm gonna close the site like a week before the event, just so I have enough time. Ooh, I need a new blade. I've been using this blade to. I usually tape off the quarters, and then I take like a blade and cut the tape. So this blade's pretty messed up. So I'll be right back because I have like 100 of them in the other room. And one sec. Can you do a tutorial on custom grip? I don't know if you noticed my decks, but I don't do custom grip. I just don't like how it feels. This is a Hot Wheels deck. So I like full coverage. If anything, I let the screws show. That's really about it. I have a couple decks. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to do like a stripe, like, you know, like a strip in all my decks. I think I have a tech deck that I did that too. Oh! That's what I get for having the phone plugged in. Alright, we're back. Yeah, so I don't really do custom grip, but I did do it on this one, or, oh, of course I can't find it. Oh yeah, here it is, this one. This one's pretty cool, I think. Tried it out on here, but I'm just watching the replay because the phone's about to fall. I'm about to be an idiot and knock it over. It's about to be funny. There it goes. Alright, that happens. Anyways, I tried it on this one. It came out pretty cool. I put an Exodus sticker there, but I just couldn't get used to the feeling of it for some reason. And even though it's a tech deck, but I still just couldn't get used to the feeling, so then I kind of shied away even more from doing little stripes. So I don't usually do them, but if you do them, I can respect that. I want to try it with, like, maybe try the stripe, but then like some clear ducky tape, like kind of on the stripe with like a sticker underneath. I don't know. That might feel pretty good, but yeah, I don't do a lot of custom grip designs. How long have I been fingerboarding? I've been fingerboarding for like a year and a half or so, something like that. Since pretty much, if you go back to my first video, that was pretty much my first week of fingerboarding. I fingerboarded as a kid, but then I kind of stopped around like college time, and then so that was about like, I don't know, 12 years ago or so. I got out of it right when it started to like get cool, or not get cool, but kind of like, you know, improve, like right as like BRTs came out and like a lot of companies started to like kind of grow. I happened to like, I don't know, lose interest in it or something. Just kind of a bummer, but oh well. I honestly didn't fingerboard for a long time because my cat didn't like it. Really annoyed my cat, and I lived at home, and like fingerboarding is kind of noisy, but yeah, now it's no big deal. So yeah, James Palmer copped a concrete quarter. Thank you so much for that. You were one of the first ones, so I'm glad that yours arrived safely. Because I've been worried about that. I've been worried about them getting broken or whatever, but it seems like if I just package them up nice and good, nice and whatever, secure, they'll be good. And today I went and bought this like heavy duty Home Depot bubble wrap. Really good price on it there if you need to get bubble wrap in bulk. And so that'll help me a lot just with packaging stuff in an economical but safe way. Tips on how to grow your followers. Really, I don't really have a lot of tips. You probably want to ask like larger, like people who do the same thing. But the one huge thing I would say is just right now, YouTube Shorts are like really big. So if you upload like one short every day, like even if it's just like you doing like one trick at your desk, like your account will grow at a pretty decent rate. Oh, nice, Late Shove. I'm glad you like it. The square, yeah. They're really fun. They're really cool, like throw in your pocket. I remember when I first made them, we went on like a bike ride and I took one with me. And they're actually pretty like sturdy for being, so small. So nice choice on that obstacle, and I'm really glad you like it. Let's see, what did I not answer here? Slush Cult decks are the best. Yeah, this Sorry deck does feel really good. I think I got everything. Link for the website, anxietyoffline.com. Anxietyoffline.com. Do you bring it to school? That's dope. I've actually seen a couple videos of people doing that. That's awesome. I've seen a couple videos actually, like at least 5. So that's actually really cool. You guys are taking them to school. That's awesome. guys and gals actually, because I fulfilled a couple orders for for girls. So I mean, everybody's buying it, like young, old, male, female. It's really dope. How do you do a late kickflip? Oh, you're asking the wrong person. I don't know. I have no idea how to do a late kickflip. I guess you ollie, and then at the last minute you try and flip the board down with your finger. Check out like some Taylor Rosenbauer videos. He might have a tutorial on that. Taylor Rosenbauer is super influential to me. I remember watching him as a kid, and I was watching some of his stuff lately. I don't know if you saw the one video where I had like a bunch of obstacles kind of set up. It was like a kicker and like a bank and like another kicker kind of like reversed, and like I came up the bank, did like a board slide to like a blunt to a kickflip, and like a big spin out. I totally got that off of I was watching one of his videos and I saw him, he had that same setup going, and I saw him do that, and I was like, oh man, I gotta try that. So I tried it a couple times, and then I ended up getting it, and then I added in the big spin because I thought like it just kind of made it look even cooler. And yeah, I love how that little clip came out. I want to do it again, try to get it a little bit cleaner, because the kickflip definitely could be cleaner in that clip. But still, I love filming little clips like that. It's really fun. And honestly, that kind of stuff helps your channel really grow the most, is just doing those short clips. But just doing them every day. I mean, they don't have to be super crazy produced videos. They just have to be consistent content that's similar but different. So, I mean, really, there is a full team. It's Blunds and Facet Samurai and all the homies pretty much. Mortis and Alex. And there's a couple people that will make videos and stuff, and then I really like their videos, and their videos like they're just well created and well done, and then they get decent amount of views just because they're from good creators. So when I see those videos and stuff, I'll reach out and try to get their email so I can send them a code for 30% off or 40% off or something like that, so I don't really know if I'll sponsor people I don't really know, off the internet, but people who do rep the brand, I definitely try to reward in some way, But the original plan is to add more colors for each of the team members. So I want each team member to have their own color, because technically, Facet Samurai has the white Lightworks. I got the green Lightworks. Blunds wanted to have some blue swirls for Tropics, so I gotta figure out how to get those or do those, whatever. And then the other team members, I'm not really quite sure, but that was kind of the plan. I wanted to do a team for Anxiety Offline, but I don't really make decks. I don't really want to do a obstacle team. I don't know. I really just kind of having fun with it and kind of treating it like when I was a kid, I was a huge fan of I caught on to skateboarding a little bit late, because I kind of caught on to skateboarding from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, 3, and 4. That was kind of my introduction to skateboarding. But I was super inspired by a lot of those dudes, a lot of those characters in the game, Chad Muska and Jeff Rowley and Tony Hawk, obviously, all those dudes, the fact that they were able to do something that was super dope and kind of what they loved, and also express themselves at the same time and make money, and kind of be able to live off that. That's what I was super inspired by. So I try to model Anxiety Offline kind of it's a skate company, I don't try to I don't want to model it, or I don't want to have it looked at. If you were to come across it, I wouldn't want you to immediately assume or know it's a fingerboard company. I'd almost rather it come across with actual skate vibes. So I don't know if it's working, but anyway. Um, yeah, I thought about getting a plastic mold. I just really like. I feel like if you want to make decks, like a couple of friends have said this, like the best decks always come from people, and Mike Trainer actually has a whole video about this. But the best decks always come from people who like are really really good at fingerboarding. Like people who are really really good at fingerboarding and have been doing it for a long time. Like they always make the best decks, you know, and if I put something out like I don't know. I guess I could try and like just put out some decks that like would be like. I mean, they'd probably be decent, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I do like. I really like brightly dyed plies. So I think if I did do some, I would get like some like lighter colored veneer and then like dye it all like super bright colors like purple and pink and blue and yellow or something, and like do some like crazy like vaporwave color like decks, like you know, like orange and yellow plies, like orange, yellow, and pink plies, or like blue and purple, like with like a super bright pink bottom ply. Like that'd be super cool. Like I think if I did make decks, that would be one thing that I would try to do differently, or at least try to like make that like my like kind of unique selling point. Like just the fact that like I would want to pay really close attention to like the ply colors and the combinations and all that. Um, and just make everything look like super aesthetic. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I don't sprechen Sie Deutsch, but I can translate it real quick. Let's see. This is always fun. Oh, you're my thank. Let's see. I know how to say. Very kind. Yeah, danke. Oh, vielen Dank. Das ist so not. I don't know, hopefully I said that right. Thank you, either way. An obstacle team would be dope. Just like finger everything ramps. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's true. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, like the thing is, like I always want to like put on people who really support the brand, you know. So like, if I see someone like you know, they're obviously like using my stuff like in their edits and stuff, or they're making lots of reviews, or you know, just posting lots of pictures, whatever. Like that would be the first person that I would like ask to sponsor, you know. So we'll see what happens though. But yeah, for me, it's all about like you know, like fit and vibe and like you know, like does the person like you know rep the brand? So I don't know. That's for me. That's the biggest thing. But yeah, we shall see. No, I know, man. You don't have to support like by buying stuff. You can support, you know, just by like. I mean, I see you all the time in the comments and stuff. That's honestly support right there. Just like going on the videos, like leaving comments, leaving a like and a repost and all that. Like that honestly means as much like liking and commenting on a video. Like sometimes that can mean as much as like buying something because especially when it's like a brand new video because that really helps push it in the algorithm and all that. So. Um, yeah, no, actually, I see your name a lot out there. So you are. We'll see, man. We'll see. Maybe you'll be on the team in the. Maybe you'll be the first one on the team. We shall see. I thought about doing like a. I feel like this. I feel like somebody already used this name, but I thought about doing like a mini shredders team. You know, like pick a couple of young homies and just kind of give them like a coupon code and send them like a set of free bushings every couple months or something like that, you know, like um, but we'll see. Oops, this one was for a project, so I gotta change it. Do you know anything about trying to start a fingerboarding get together event? Yeah, definitely. We can talk about that. Because Boards and Brews is coming up in like 3 weeks. And Boards and Brews is my first fingerboarding event. Um, like long story short, I went to a couple fingerboarding events last summer, and Boards and Brews is going to be in Michigan, Southeast Michigan. I went to a couple events last summer, and it was just so fun. And one of my friends actually owns like a brewery, like so he has like a whole venue, you know, with like a bar and like big sit down area and everything. So Romulus, Michigan. You can check out my community page. I posted the flyer. Um, but so it just kind of worked out. Like we were talking one day, and I'm like, "Hey, would you want to do a fingerboarding event here?" And he's like, "Yeah, for sure. Like, you know, definitely." So um, I asked a couple other friends, like my friend that did the event, Alan, Grind Fingerboards. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, if we did like an event, would you want to like, you know, sponsor it or whatever? And he's like, yeah, definitely. Like I'll bring, you know, parks and you know, bring my whole vendor setup and you know, help it, you know, like kind of, you know, make it pop. So I was like, all right, sweet, that's perfect. So then I asked another friend. So then I guess part of the other key part was I know another friend, Fresh Coast Fingers, and he builds actual like skate parks. So he's got like you know a bunch of these like table sized skate parks. They're the ones you always see in my videos. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, would you bring a skate park? You know, if we had an event here at this like brewery, would you mind bringing one? You know, I'll cover your gas or something like that. And he was like, you know, yeah, don't even worry about it. Like, I'll just, you know, I'll bring three of them. And I'm like, whoa, are you serious? So like, once he said that, I was like, oh shoot, okay, we really got something going here. So once I knew we had like the parks and like I knew Alan was on board with it, like you know, I knew I would have like you know a vendor, like another vendor there, and have some parks. I started reaching out to sponsors and I reached out to like everybody I could possibly think of, like all the companies I really like, all the big companies, um, you know, everybody that you can check my follow list, like pretty much all the companies in my follow list on Instagram. I messaged, and to my surprise, like a bunch of them got back to me. All the ones you see in the flyer. In the bottom there, a lot of them like are you know they sponsored the last one and they're sponsoring this one. So and then to my surprise too, some of them were even local. So we had more vendors, you know, wanting to like, you know, set up tables and bring their stuff and sell stuff and all that. So like it just made it even more like a you know bigger and bigger event. So like I guess one thing you got to do if you're gonna do a fingerboarding event is just make sure you have a place you can do it at, and better yet, like a place you can do that that's like totally free. So if you know like a family member or a friend who owns like a bar or a restaurant or any kind of venue that you can get for free for a couple hours, even if it's like a public park during the summer. And the other thing is obstacles. So like, um, you know, you could obviously like bring a bunch of your own obstacles, or you could like tell people to bring obstacles. So you don't necessarily need like you know table size skate parks. You can just like bring like you know bring a bunch of obstacles that you don't really worry about you know care about if they like you know get too beat up or whatever. You know, which might be like a hard decision, but still, that was my original plan was just to bring a bunch of obstacles. And so yeah, obstacles and venue are the kind of the big thing. And then if you kind of can get it locked down, then you know, then you can start asking sponsors. Some sponsors might not want to sponsor your event until it's like kind of established. Like I had some companies tell me like I would love to sponsor it, but we can't do like the first event. Like we only do like second or third events, whatever like that. So that was kind of a bummer. But either way, it popped off like super well, and some companies ended up signing on for the second one that weren't on the first one after they saw like how big it got and you know how established and everything. So that was dope. Would a DIY concrete table park work? Definitely. That's what we pretty much use. That's what like Fresh Coast Fingers parks are. They're pretty much all concrete. Indoor skate park be a perfect venue, especially because like they'd be able to sell some stuff. Two of the big ones here in Michigan in the summer are at Exodus Skate Shop in White Lake, and Exodus Skate Shop like does great on that day because they sell a bunch of like skate stuff. They sell their own fingerboarding stuff, so that stuff sells. and it's just like a good business day for everybody. So yeah, skate park would be a really dope spot. Public park in the summer. But yeah, events or I'm sorry, obstacles and venue are definitely the big thing. Yeah, I would love to come out to Slush Cult. I definitely want to go out there one day. What screw sizes for inverted kingpins? The ones I have in my site are for Dynamics and Tech Deck trucks. You need a bigger size kingpin for China trucks, I guess. Sticky Art, what's up, man? Yeah, if you can lift it, the concrete ones are going to be heavy, and I'll tell you the Fresh Coast finger ones are very heavy. I mean, they're not very heavy. They take like two guys to move. A teak tuning mini toolkit. I'll check it out. A lot of that teak stuff. I mean, I love teak. They're a good company, but a lot of that stuff is like resold stuff from other websites, like Amazon and stuff. No shade. I'm just kind of saying you probably find the same thing somewhere else for $1 or $2 cheaper. Not much. Would you work without stripping the screws? I don't know. The screws for trucks. I've lost you guys there. Oh, the best thing to use is a mini screwdriver. I went over that one. I'm sorry. So the teak tuning toolkit's probably really dope, but honestly, all you really need is one of these. This is an electronic screwdriver. They're like $1. You can get them at like I'm pretty sure they're on Amazon. Oh, my bad. I thought I was over here. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them probably at like a hardware store or even like a Harbor Freight. It's just like a super small Phillips head screwdriver, and I'm sure the teak tuning one's dope, but this one's nice just because it's like super cheap, and also the handle spins, so you can kind of like twist it like this and everything. Yeah, eyeglass kit at the dollar store. That's probably good too. It's just nice to have like a super small screw head and then kind of a longer handle. That's kind of the key. What size is this? That's a really good question. Oh, it's a 00, PH 00. So yeah, you need a 00 screwdriver. And any 00 will work. You just want something with a long handle. It makes things really a lot easier. I wish I could find a long, like I really almost want to make one, like take a Tech Deck, bolt thing and somehow get that on the end of like a longer piece. That would be a nice invention. I really should get on that one. But I found the use O bushings. O bushings work as pivot old. Huh. I don't know if I get that, but comes with pivot cups. I'll have to check that out. I wonder what those are. I want to do some Anxiety Offline BRT pivot cups. I have a mold. It's not handy. It's in the drawer, but that's a good question. Yeah, if your hands hurt, just get a bigger screwdriver. You'll be good. Do you know any good cheap wheels? Okay, cheap wheels. This is a question that I see asked on like every single fingerboarding forum. Well, I see it asked on Reddit and on the Facebook group, like literally every day. Okay, like in my opinion, you can go with organic, but they're gonna take a long time to get there, and they might not arrive. You might get the wrong ones. I don't know. I've seen a lot of issues in the Facebook group with organics. If you want cheap wheels, spend the extra $10 and get either like Redemption abstracts or grab like some blisters. I think they're like the same price. Or I think Waizaki's might be in the same price range too. I'm not quite sure. Either way, go with some abstracts. They're like my favorite. Our abstract, yeah. I mean, I have abstracts on this setup that I just set up, and I have them on another one. Which one? Oh, I have them on this one, and then I have them on this one. Yeah. So I mean, like, they're really good wheels. Like, they're obviously they have good squeak, but they're not like too crazy grippy. I like the tan ones the most just because of the color. the spin test, which I think is bullshit, honestly. Like, the spins test doesn't really mean anything. If your bearings spin super fast, it could mean they're damaged, but these really don't have like a crazy spin, but they're insanely smooth to roll on. So like, I don't know. I love these wheels. They're super smooth, and they feel like real skateboard wheels. And there's lots of shapes. You can get extra minis, which are these ones, or you can get like the minis, which are these ones, and then there's like the street shape, which look good too. I don't get bull wheels, but there's like 5 different shapes. Oh yeah, for sure. We get stay away from that. We'll do the original idea. I'll do something on one side, and you do it on the other, and then yeah, we'll do it like that. That sounds good. We'll stay away from the licensed characters, so the videos can get blocked. Our abstract wheel's really good. Placed an order last week. Your abstract order's taking long? That's surprising. Usually they're pretty quick. The only thing I can think of is Michigan's been getting hit with a really, really bad ice storm right now. A lot of places are out of power. Weather's been pretty bad. So that's probably been affecting, that order coming out of abstract or, coming out of redemption. But yeah, they're great wheels. Recommend them. 10 out of 10. They seem to be, holding up very well too. Sonny Ramps, thanks for tuning in, man. I'll see you later. Peace out, brother or sister. Red bushings. We used to actually have some in the first run. There was red bushings. Oh, we're getting more snow. That sucks. I had red bushings in the very beginning. We called them like red raspberry, I think. But I'm not sure if I'll bring them back. I think I might eventually, because a lot of people ask about different colors. So I might do a very limited run of like a bunch of different colors. The problem is they take a long time to make. Like for every one bushing that I like actually make that like works and looks good, I like throw away like probably 20. Like it takes a long time. Like I'll spend a whole day making bushings and only really get like a couple packs. But I like how they perform. Like they're the only bushings I use are like either Lightworks or Tropics. To my personal preference, I think like they're cut to like a perfect shape. They're very responsive. They work on dynamics or BRTs. They seem to be a little more like responsive or whatever. I mean, they're fine on dynamics. I like them a little bit better on BRTs, but they work on all trucks, even China trucks. I have like some Tech Deck trucks that I even got them on, and they like make them super responsive. So I love them. They don't last totally forever. If you shred them like really hard, like about 2 or 3 months or so, you might see like some wear in them a little bit. But they wear in pretty nice. They don't last forever. But I think like for the price, you get 6 of them obviously. So if you buy 2 packs, you get a free set pretty much. But I think for the price and everything, like they're nice bushings, and I mean, it's not like I sell them and I use a bunch of like different other brands, like I use them, like I stick by them, like I stand by them 100%. I think they're great and they're nice and responsive, and I don't like my trucks like wiggly, but I like them like still pretty loose, and these kind of achieve just that. So I think it's perfect. I like them a little better on BRTs and dynamics for some reason. But that's kind of my just preference in general. I think I like BRTs just a tiny bit better, just the build construction, like just preference-wise. Like they're both great trucks. Really, honestly, BRTs and Dynamics are probably like tied for the best trucks out there. I think everything else is really a tier below. I mean, obviously, I don't know. I haven't tried much else, but it just kind of seems that way. Anyway, I'm ranting. What is playing on here? It sounds like not music. Let me switch that up and then we'll answer some more of your questions. Hope everyone's having a good night. It's pretty cold here, and I'm really glad the power's on because a lot of neighborhoods like directly around me don't have power. So that sucks. I really hope it gets turned on for everybody soon. What good trucks for $30 to save my fingers from hurting? If your fingers are hurting, I don't know, it shouldn't be from the trucks, probably from something else.
Um, but if for good trucks for $30, okay. So here's my thing: if you're gonna spend less than the cost of like Dynamics, then just get like as cheap truck as you possibly can. Like just go grab like some like honestly a really good setup is China 32 hangers with tech deck base plates and then like inverted kingpins. Super solid build and it feels really good. Or you could just totally take some tech deck trucks and just invert the kingpins and like they feel great. Like they're awesome and they're super cheap. And they'll totally like get you by until you can get some dynamics or BRTs. If you want to spend $30, I can't really think of anything you can get complete for $30. I think like even caramels start at like 40 or something. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to look that up, but I won't look it up. Somebody else can. But yeah, for 30, I would honestly just get something super cheap and just shred them and enjoy them and kind of just go from there. I mean, shit, for $10, you could get like two sets of inverted kingpins and do like two setups. So yeah, used dynamics you could do that, but used trucks are like really difficult to buy online because it seems like in the fingerboarding community, there's just a lot of like shady people, and if your package does get delivered, there's a chance it could be stripped and stuff like that. So I don't like using used trucks just because people are weird with them. You don't know what's going to be stripped and what's not. I'd rather use something brand new, but that's just me. Vortex V3, is that a complete truck for 30? Or is that just like the hanger or the base plates? I thought those came separately. I saw Goo had some of that stuff for sale recently, but like limited color selection. I wish Carmel made 32s. They don't like a lot of companies only make 34s and up, which I don't get. Yeah, but Teak Tuning Prodigy Pros are just they're I mean they're aren't those just the IPE toys trucks for like a couple dollars more? I mean they look the exact same. Prodigy Pro are China's, but yeah. So I mean, I guess if you want to spend that money just for to get the bushings, but I don't know. In my opinion, I'd shy away from a lot of stuff. That's just me. I don't like getting a lot of that stuff from China, to be honest. I mean, like I said earlier, it's not really about skill level. It's kind of just about like, um, repping the brand, and I mean, obviously, I don't want it to be someone who like skates like they just started yesterday. It'd be cool if they had like some skill, but I think one thing too, I wouldn't be looking too much for a skill level. I mean, if the skill level is awesome, that's one thing, but another thing is filming style. Like I love when people like if someone has a dope filming style, that'll make me want to like try to link up with them or like if they're like using my products and they're filming in a dope way, like definitely that's someone I would sponsor. Like and they're um, they got a dope style. BRTs are manufactured in Germany. I imagine Dynamics are manufactured maybe in China, but they could be in Mexico. I'm not really sure. But BRTs are supposed to be manufactured in Germany. But yeah, I don't like buying a lot of that stuff through China. I would get the Black River one. I don't know. That's just me. Much better quality, much more solid construction. But there's other stuff you can get too. Like check out White Mike, Foul Fingers. Um,
Warehouse Ramps just closed, but there's another brand too. I think it's called Cali Ramps. He like hand makes dope rails. Flatface has cool rails, but they're pretty expensive. Like they're more expensive than like the Black River stuff, even I think. Dude, your redemption order will show up. I promise you. Redemption is like the most solid dude ever. He wouldn't rip. He ships out like a million orders. He wouldn't screw you over like 30 or 40, 50. Like he wouldn't screw you over. Like he's a solid dude. Your order will definitely come. We've been getting a super bad ice storm, so it's probably why your order's been delayed. If you have any doubts, just send them an email. That's all you gotta do. You can contact me through my email, anxietyofflinellc@gmail.com. Dynamics are top tier. Dynamics and BRTs are top tier. I think everything else is pretty much below that. Nothing else really kind of has that quality. The only thing is, I don't like Dynamics new screws. They're like pretty fat. I ended up like stripping mine out pretty quick. I had to replace them with the inverted kingpins that I sell, which I think are a little bit nicer because the heads are a little bit thinner. But yeah, Dynamics are dope. I like BRTs a little bit better because you can have them looser. That's my only. That's the only reason I like them. I have them on more setups of mine because you can get the nut all the way down like to the bottom of the kingpin, and you can have the trucks like super loose. Or with Dynamics, if you have them super loose, then like the kingpin will actually like wiggle a little bit. So I don't know if it's gonna like break or whatever. Y trucks I haven't tried actually. That's a good point. Y trucks are dope. The only thing I don't like about Y trucks is the weird hex pin screw. So if you want to, loosen them or whatever, you gotta always have that hex pin with you. So that's the only thing. But they've been around forever. That's a really super tried and true brand. They were around way. They were like almost like an OG brand way back when I was a kid fingerboarding. So super solid. I've heard they make really good decks too. I remember back in the day, I really wanted the Yellowwood deck because they were. I mean, no other companies. Like I'm talking like 2000. What is that, 7 or something like that? Like back then, it was so rare for a company to have like real wear graphics. Like if they had graphics at all, they were paper, or they were the exception was Black River. Like you could they were the only ones who had real wear fingerboards. But Yellowwood had them too, and they had some sick graphics. A lot of the graphics they pretty much still have. A lot of the ones they had forever. I'm pretty sure. At least that's what ones I remember from back in the day. Same with Low Pro actually. Low Pro's another company that had real wear super early on. Low Pro is also a super dope company. I want to get one of their decks one day. I missed the last drop, super bummed, but they were split plies. I'm not a big fan of split plies. I'd rather get a graphic, but I really want like a low pro logo graphic, but we'll see. Hopefully one day. I want to get another grip skin too. Yo, what's up, Des? Either Vortex. I haven't tried Vortexes, but yeah, a lot of those other like pro trucks aren't really quite pro. But yeah, I was so stoked. Jake said he could come. That's gonna be super fun. Glad you guys can make it. Really glad you guys can make it. Bluns is gonna be there. Sam will be there. Givy will be there. Dane. A bunch of us are gonna be there. So it's gonna be a super fun time. And we're gonna have more vendors this time and everything. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Soldier Bar, yeah, they're another. They're a Chinese brand, but I'm not sure what's really the deal with them. If they like, there's one brand that like literally steals every single design. Like someone will release like on Facebook like, hey, I'm working on a new truck, like totally handmade and shit. And then the next week you'll see it like mass produced and like on like some Chinese website. I can't quite think of the exact name, but the yeah, it's kind of crazy. And then they mass produce them and sell them for like $20, so it's kind of annoying. Sign a contract to be sponsored. I don't know. I don't sponsor anybody. You'll have to ask somebody who like sponsors someone. I think like maybe if Tech Deck sponsors you or something, maybe you gotta sign something. Soldier, yeah, like I've seen people ride them and like they do. They seem like they function decent, but I haven't tried one. My favorite decks so far have been the G15, the Berlin Wood, Black River Extra Wide, Chems, Low Pro 34. If they made a 33, I think it'd be even more perfect. I got a Cryptic on the way. Do I have him handy? I think I put him in the other room. Cryptic sent some really dope boards to give away at Boards and Brews. And one of them was so dope, I was like, yo, I gotta have this one. So I sent him a message, and he's making this really cool one with like a little Reaper on it. So that's gonna be cool. I realize I have a weird obsession with like Reapers on my fingerboards, I guess, because these all have like some sort of like Skull Reaper character on. I think I have other ones that do. No, maybe that's all of them. But yeah, I mean, still, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the other one I'm ordering will be 8. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know. I never thought about it, but I like the aesthetic though. I mean, it does look pretty cool, and they're different kinds, so it's pretty dope. I've always loved Blind. Blind's been like my favorite company since like back in the day. So the other ones, I love the Chems like aesthetic. And these ones, I guess, just happen to fall into that same category. But pretty cool. Maybe I should do like a skull logo or something. I guess we did do the Reaper logo, so that kind of counts. Speaking of, yeah, if you order now, you get some stickers. These are metal plates that, transition plates you can put down to kind of make it smoother. But I got one here. They stick very nicely. Nice black and white vinyl. And so when you order, get a bunch of those. I meant to bring some the other day and then I forgot. Skullboy, I like that. Yeah, you gotta appreciate the quality too, just the research, like in development, like the fact that they can take something, like I mean, skateboard trucks aren't just like a simple thing, I mean they are pretty like there's a lot of thought going on there. So to take that and then shrink it down and make it still work, and have like a single axle and a pivot cup and like bushings and everything, and there's room for everything, it looks proportionate. Like it is pretty crazy. Like Mike Schneider said in the video, like Black River spent like the amount of money like it would take to like get through college like for someone, like on their research and development and manufacture for like the first run of like BRTs, so like it's not just like like they're like super cheap. And like people always ask like why is fingerboarding stuff so expensive? Like it's because like you're taking skateboarding stuff and like literally shrinking it down. Like sure you can shrink it down like a Tech Deck, no bearings, like kind of low quality, but like if you want it to be like actual like working professional quality, like it's gonna take like precision equipment, you know what I'm saying, like nice precision bearings, and like how small the fucking bearing lock is for like some of these wheels. Like I don't know, it's just crazy. Like that's why a lot of the stuff's like so expensive, like trucks and wheels. And then decks take forever to make, and like I follow people who make decks, and sometimes they make them and like they'll get like messed up halfway through, so it's just like a waste of like material. So like they go through a lot of like trial and error and all that stuff. So anyway, yeah, threading them too is crazy. The fact that they can like do all that and like make it work. But one thing I don't get is why Tech Deck base plates never strip, but the nice ones do strip. Then again, I've never had any of mine strip, knock on wood. But yeah, I don't understand that. But
I like Tech Deck. Tech Deck trucks and base plates are underrated. Yeah, man. BRTs or Dynamics. Those are the best ones. I like the BRT 2.0s the best, but 3.0s seem to be good so far.
Any big summer plans?
Man, I need to make some. Not right now. I need to make some. I need to take a vacation. It's been far too long.
Need to go somewhere.
But yeah, we shall see. Something fun, that's for sure. Dude, that'd be sweet. Where at, New Jersey? I don't know much about the scene out there. Oh, you know what though? You should talk to Deuce Trey on Instagram. He actually came all the way to my event, and he's from like Hoboken or something. And he's pretty plugged in with the Jersey
fingerboarding scene. Your email didn't work. It's anxiety. It didn't work. Anxiety offline LLC at gmail.com. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
I need to change this song. Deuce Trey. If you're on Instagram, it's Deuce Trey, like that. Oh, my phone's doing the live stream, so I
Can't pull it up. Yeah, it's like that. He's on Instagram. He's in my follow list. So if you go on my follow list, you should be able to find him in there somewhere. Need some music. We'll go back to this YouTube safe music, I guess.
But yeah, if you do one in New Jersey, I'll try to make it. It'd be cool. It's been a while since I've been to the East Coast. I went to New York a couple of years ago, and I've been wanting to go back. New York is really cool. There's a lot of cool like fingerboarding spots too. I did like a bunch of traveling right before I started fingerboarding, and it's kind of a bummer because if I was fingerboarding, I could have got so many dope clips.
I swear, airports and hotels are really dope for fingerboarding.
The heck? Okay, this one's just not working out. Well, that's cool. You went to Rendezvous.
I want to go to that one day.
Guess we'll see.
It's in like Andover, I think. So it's kind of like in a weird spot. So you gotta fly into. I looked on a map one time. You gotta fly into the nearest large city, and then the
nearest large city is I can't think of the name right now. Massachusetts is the state, but I think it's like can't remember. Oh wow, there's a bunch of snow coming. That sucks.
Can't wait till spring.
My one big plan for summer is
Not being cold anymore. Definitely.
Yeah, no problem. Always happy to help. Yeah, fingerboarding events are super fun. So if you could host one,
They're super dope. I've never been to a fingerboarding event. Oh man, Lincoln, Nebraska. Dude, there was actually just one.
it might have been even in it was somewhere out near you. Okay, you need to follow Thrash Panda. Thrash Panda FB.
on Instagram. I think he's doing another one. He's somewhere out in your neck of the woods, near Nebraska, Omaha. Maybe he's in Omaha. I think, is that near you? On Instagram. He's sponsored by Tech Deck, and he threw a really cool event recently, or maybe he didn't throw it yet. I kind of forget. Anyway, he's the one to talk to about events out in that area. Yeah, he's sponsored by Tech Deck. He posts a lot of really cool like Tech Deck content, and yeah, he's out like in. Oh, I think he's in. Okay, don't quote me, but yeah, he's somewhere out there, like Omaha, Iowa, Nebraska, like somewhere out in the, somewhere out in the cornfields. But yeah, definitely he's someone you want to follow or kind of check out, because there might be an event within driving distance that he throws, or he at least might know people who are going to be doing other ones in that area too. I think he did it too because there's been like none in that area, so it was like he was kind of just wanted to kind of like like the reason I did the one in Romulus is because the ones that always happen around here were like super far out, like not far out, but just like an hour away from Detroit, or something like that. So that's why I wanted to do Boards and Brews. It's like kind of closer to Detroit, like right next to the airport, which is why we got the guy from New Jersey to come, which was super dope. So it just seemed like a good location. Yeah, no problem. Oh, you got the Hannah deck. Nice. That one was sitting in my drawer for a long time. Glad someone finally bought it. I hope you enjoy it. It's a sweet graphic. All those graphics are really dope. Wait, which one did you get? The Magica or the Schoolgirl one? I think you got the Schoolgirl one. Yeah, or the new REM. Schoolgirl, new REM, same thing. Yeah, it's a sweet graphic. The other one I have too, the girl with like the gun, the Magica graphic, that one's actually really old. I bought it for my collection and then never ended up setting it up, and then I put it away for a long time and kind of forgot about it, and then I was like, I'll just kind of sell it. I haven't used it in a long time. So that one's kind of like I don't know if it's really rare, but it's definitely not one that they've ever made ever since. Yeah, Dez, your Hannah's dope. I've skated that one, and that's a really good feeling deck with dynamics. I think it's got the risers on it, and then the ducky tape, and like the regular tape. It's a sick deck. I like that one. It functions very well. I did a kickflip on it like first try, so it's like, I like this one. Yeah, the board rails. That's right. The board rails are what I was thinking of. That's the signature of that deck. I've tried Gripskin. I owned a Gripskin for a couple months. Really liked it. Nothing but great things to say about Manu Oberle. He's like a great fingerboarder and like an awesome craftsman. The deck was super nice. The only I think mine had like a one-off issue because one of the base plates was just a tiny bit crooked, which I'm sure that's just like a one-off thing, but it didn't affect the performance at all. But I liked it, but then I ended up like getting something else that I kind of liked a little bit more. My only issue with it, for my personal preference, is the tail was super short, so like that kind of took some getting used to. So I ended up selling mine, mostly because of the tail. And then the graphic was like it had like a wolf on it, which is pretty cool, but I wasn't like totally in love with it, so I ended up selling it. But I want to get another one when he releases more of the April 20th decks. He made these really cool split ply like weed leaf decks, so I might get one of those in the future if he brings them back. So we'll see. But nice craftsmanship. And then Preet, one of the homies owns a Preet, Jeff. And I think I've tried. Yeah, no, I've tried his Preet. He brought it over like to Blunt's house one time, and I tried it. It was pretty good. I wasn't totally wowed by it. I know they like some people pay like $200 for them or something crazy, but at the same time, it was a really nicely crafted deck and all that good stuff. Flix FB, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for interacting, asking a bunch of questions, and I'll see you in the next video. piece. Kind of similar to a catfish. So I haven't tried a catfish. Haven't tried a catfish or a cowply. I know those are two brands that a lot of people really like. I should try them. I haven't tried them yet. I love the catfish Remio collab. I've always been a fan of Remio as like an artist or as like a graffiti artist. So the fact that he did like a fingerboarding collab, I think is just like the coolest fucking thing ever. Yeah, if they have a short nose and tail, they're probably similar to that. I noticed this one kind of does too. The Sari deck definitely has a shorter tail. Then again, the Berlin Wood does too. The Berlin Wood's got a pretty short tail, but the Gripskin one was even shorter, so it was like definitely like a change up. It was a little bit too short for me, but it was still an awesomely crafted deck. One thing you can't cheap out on, honestly, probably just your tape. Like I think like just having nice tape makes a big difference. And then secondly, more expensive, but if you really want your deck to feel different, just change up the wheels. Like if you put like a pair of nice wheels, even like on a tech deck, it'll feel like way different. But yeah, wheels and grip tape probably. And for grip tape, like I honestly really like. There's a lot of good brands out there. Personally, my favorite two out of all the ones I tried. Actually, got a pack right here that I just bought. FBS, and then Rip Tape. In my opinion, are like the two my two favorite. So yeah, G8s are great. I have G8s on this Berlin Wood right here. G8s also felt really good on the G15. What else have I tried G8s on? G8s are really good wheels. They just have an awesome shape. They're kind of bigger, they're taller, so they give you some pop. And yeah, they're good. I wish they made them in different colors. I would love the G8s in this material. If I could get the G8s in the J Linehand material, that would be like my perfect wheel combination, I think. I love the J Linehands. If these ever drop again, legit, I'm buying 4 sets of them. These are the best wheels I've ever tried. My only issue with them is the bearing lock isn't totally solid because the material is a little bit softer. I guess that's the reason why the bearing lock isn't totally solid. So they do have a little bit of give, when you you can wiggle them. It's my only issue with them that kind of drives me crazy that I don't like. But at the same time, they're my favorite wheels out of everything I've tried. Yeah, so actually G8s and Black River Street Dogs are very similar. When I put them in my wheel case, I have a hard time telling them apart. The only way I can is because the G8s have a little tiny line on the very edge that the Street Dogs don't have, and the backs look slightly different too. But yeah, very similar shape. They're different, but they're very similar. The G8s are probably a little bit thicker and maybe a little bit taller too, or these are just more worn. I'm not sure, but yeah, they're similar though. That's definitely for sure. And then keep in mind too the different colors have different characteristics. So Mike Schneider posted a thing recently that had the different colors and how they rank as far as softness to hardness goes. So I guess the teal color is actually the softest color out of all the wheels, and I thought the tan ones or the gray ones would kind of be softer because they kind of just look soft in my opinion. But I was surprised to see they rank actually pretty hard. So I was gonna buy them, but I ended up not buying them because I like my wheels kind of hard but soft. I don't like them too soft, but that's why I like the J Linehand material so much. It's just a perfect kind of in between. Yeah, Colin, you have the same issue. So I guess it's pretty common. I've heard people talk about it on that Finger Space podcast, I think it is, with the German girl and the English dude. They have a 10 to 15 minute part where they talk exclusively about the J Linehands and the bearing lock, and they have the same issues. So I guess it's pretty common, so it's not a huge deal, but they make up for all of it in their riding quality and just in their characteristics in general. So I like them a lot. Yeah, Joy-Cult wheels are my friends have them. They love them a lot. I don't really buy into the hype of them, but I don't own a pair, so I can't really speak on them too much. Hannah decks do come with foam tape. Yeah, they come with foam tape. They come with foam tape, and then I sell 3 packs of foam tape as well for $3, which I'm making the labels for right now. I need to go actually grab them and start stapling all of them up, and then start editing the video for tomorrow. We're gonna have a really little steezy video coming out tomorrow. Let's see. Throw that on. Yeah, it must be something. I'm guessing it's because it's like one of Flatface's softest materials. So maybe they just don't have like the that locked down yet. That skill, I don't know, but I'm sure if they re-release them, the next ones hopefully should maybe not have that issue. But they're my favorites. I think, let's see, if I had to rank all my wheels, that'd be really hard. Oh, I got this too. I'm making a video about it. I don't know if you guys have seen it in the background or anything, if you guys have tried one. The Hot Wheels. Yo, Scrub, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll see you at your fingerboarding event. Or wait, were you in the, I'll check my email. I'll see what you said. But either way, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And thanks for interacting and commenting and stuff too. I saw Mike said he's going to release them sometime this year. So hopefully before the end of the year sometime. These are my favorite. Red Street Dogs, second favorite. Then I'm going to go G8, then Abstract, then and then Ill Pill Minis. These would probably be tied, but it's probably my favorite wheels right there. At a glance. I wish I could just snap my fingers and make all this be cut out. I should just have these like made for me at a print shop, but I have them made for pretty cheap. Oh wow, they did. That's crazy. That's one thing I commented on a video about recently, on a Chris Daniels video, about how it's crazy how wheels don't really get flat spots anymore. I remember back in the day, like all my early flat face wheels, like they would get flat spots, and I would stop using them. That would be kind of like the bummer about wheels back in the day. It's like, yeah, you pay all this money for bearing wheels when they wouldn't last forever. But now it's like, I haven't had a pair of wheels get flat spots yet. But with Ill Pills, though, I could see how that would happen maybe, because they are very soft. Ill Pills are almost like too soft. Like, I don't get how people ride them outside. Like, for me, they're like too grippy. I mean, if you do, respect, but at the same time, though, my favorite outdoor wheel is actually Ill Pill resin. These Ill Pill resin, clear purple ones, whatever, these are amazing for outdoor fingerboarding. They just have like the perfect amount of grip, and like the feeling's great. Like, they're awesome for outdoor. So are Street Dogs. I have some Street Dogs that I've ridden outside, like on rough concrete, and they function super well. I tried the Subdued wheels outside. The Subdued Spitfires. but they're just too grippy. T-tuning or fully aboard the non-urethane wheel train. Yeah, I feel you, Colin. The more I ride, the more I realize I do like a little bit less grip. Like first I wanted a bunch of like setups with urethane, but now I really like the feeling of like the G8, the Street Dog, the J Linehan. And the reason I like abstracts is because they aren't so grippy. They're just like, I mean, they are grippy, but not totally. So yeah, I feel you there. Are ill pills overrated? I don't think so. Originally, I did think so, but after using them a little bit and really getting attached to the minis, they're really great wheels. When it comes to the spin test, which I do think is bullshit, they do got amazing spin. I mean, they spin like a real skateboard wheel, but it doesn't really mean anything. It's just like they're really smooth. I think I might put them on this setup. I'm not sure, but we'll see. A laser flip is when you do an invert or a was it a varial heel flip with a full rotation. So like a varial heel is like that. But if you were to do like the full rotation, then it would be a laser flip. So like think like a 360 heel flip. That's like pretty much like a laser flip. And if I'm wrong, correct me in the chat. All right, I'm gonna go grab some grip tape packs so I can start stapling these. More than I thought. Bunch of new color wax if you haven't seen them. Bunch of these like crystal skulls. Bunch of jade skulls. Jade and crystal skulls. And I made this wax with I made it with half Santa Cruz wax and then half Shake Junt wax. It smells so good. I want to eat it. It smells so good. Oh, I need a staple it. Shoot. All right, here we go. It always takes a minute, but it's worth it in the end. Ta-da! I haven't tried conical wheels, but I just don't like big wheels as much, so that's why you don't see them a lot on my channel. Will I ever ship international? If you want to email me your zip code, I can give you an international quote. But just keep in mind it's going to be really expensive. Shipping concrete is expensive. That's why I don't do it. Even to Canada, someone wanted me to ship one time, and it was like $50 just to ship it.
the difference between an LC board, an awful, or a chems. I mean, they're from different deck companies and different deck makers. LC boards, I'm not really sure what the deal is. I don't know if they're like Chinese, like mass-produced decks, but then with his graphics on there, or if they actually make them in house. I'm not quite sure. But I think they just apply the graphics. And then like Awful, Awful and Chems are actually kind of similar because they're like made like in like by people like in their garage, not in their garage, but like in their workshop. Like a mini skateboard factory, pretty much. And they have RealWear graphics, and they're kind of made for high performance fingerboarding, whatever that may be, I guess. Yeah, the finish, that could be one thing. The finish on Chems decks are like perfect, and the RealWear. I haven't tried an Awful deck, but the RealWear on Chems decks is incredible. Where's my? I don't know if you can, how well you can really see that. Where's my light? Second time that happened in the stream. Almost knocked over the water that time. The RealWear on this thing is incredible. I'm sure Awful decks are probably pretty similar, but I mean, literally, it's wearing like a real skateboard. It even has like Razor Tail from the outdoor sessions that it's been on. Like, you probably can't see in the video, but it has like legit Razor Tail going on. And their wear is like no different than an actual skateboard. So super like high quality, high performance, and just the quality is just, that's what you're really paying for. Yeah, honestly, if you put the dynamics and ill pills on really any other deck, like any other like more like handmade deck, check out Cryptic too. Cryptic makes awesome fingerboards. I'll have one in my arsenal pretty soon here. I actually do have one. He gave me one when I saw him last time. I set it up for a little bit, and then I put it back in my collection. It's in my other box. I think this one's just a painted one, but yeah, Cryptic makes really awesome decks. No, this one's RealWear. Yeah, this one's RealWear. Cryptic makes awesome decks. 32s or 34s, I think, only. The mid shape is the one I got. The mellow one looks a little bit too mellow for me, but a lot of homies have them, and they're super high quality, function super well. Also, Chems is a pretty affordable, nice quality. And then Hannah. If you check out the Hannah mid mold, it's one of my favorite fingerboard shapes out there. Feels really good, and it functions really well. If you have dynamics, I would definitely go for like a Chems or a Hannah, or Cryptic. Actually said Zach who makes Cryptic said his favorite trucks are dynamics. So also check out check out these brands too. Check out Milk fingerboards. I gotta set this one up still. I got this one at the last event. Milk actually sponsored Boards and Brews 1, so then he sent one of his sponsored riders to the event, and he brought me this deck like for me, so it's like as a gift or whatever. So I was super humbled and stoked to get that. I gotta set it up soon. I want to get some dynamics for it. Also, Cosmic Inertia make pretty good decks. They make really good decks, and they're RealWear. They're made in Michigan, and check them out as well. And this one I want to set up for a video. This is the Pringle, made by Futurebound Prince, Goofy Digits, and as you can see, this thing is very unique. But yeah, Milk, Cosmic Inertia, Cryptic, Cereal City, Jelly Bear. if you know Yertle the Turtle, she got a Jolly Bear deck at one of the fingerboarding events, and then I sold some of his decks on my site for a while too. So he's like a local dude, and he makes really cool decks because he always puts like really cool graphics on there, like Nicktoons or anime or some stuff like that. So if you want like some cool graphics, he's definitely one to go check out as well. What about your board? Yeah, 29 is great. I love 29s. I got 2 of them. Got the Suave 29 and the Black River 29, and they both are shredders right here. This one's got the 3.0 trucks on it, and I like them a lot. They look pretty sweet. And then today I got my first pair of 32mm 3.0s, and we'll see how they hold up. So my board, like the one I ride all the time, is a flat face G15. That's probably my favorite one. And I mean, if you could swing it, get the G15. I think they're $60 or something kind of crazy, $40, I forget. But dude, like that'll be the only fingerboard you ever need. And I've talked to other fingerboarders who like agree with that statement. Like that is the fingerboard. Like there's no other mold, shape, anything out there that feels better than that deck, I swear. You can ride it on street, ride it on vert, like, and it will treat everything just like it's just nothing. Like when I want to learn a new trick, that's the deck I do it on, because it just makes everything so easy. Like I don't know what it is about that deck. Nothing but great things to say about the G15. It's my favorite fingerboard. But it makes sense though. It's made by Mike Schneider, who is like one of the best fingerboarders ever. So I mean, you know, he put his knowledge into that deck, you know, which is gonna make it like a, you know, a really amazing deck. You know, everything that he thinks makes a good fingerboard, he put into that deck. So I mean, it's a fucking great fingerboard. Yeah, probably my top 3 are the G15, the Chems F4. Yeah, if you get a Chems deck, that's one thing to remember. So like Chems has a bunch of different shapes. Personally, I like the Chems Low Pro. Oh, that's right, Low Pro. That's what it's called. Not F4. F4 is the name of the tape. The Low Pro is my favorite one. I think it's their mellowest one, I'm pretty sure, but it's not really crazy mellow. It honestly is really on par with the Hannah mid mold. It's kind of like mellow concave medium kicks, I guess. That's what it feels like, at least. But yeah, that's a great one. I would get it in 34, 33 if they have it, but I don't think they make 33s. But yeah, their shape. That's one thing about Chems is their shape thing kind of confused me at first. There's lots of options there. This wax is so cool. Y'all gotta cop some of these crystal skulls. Crystal skulls. All right, we'll take a quick little 5-minute break. I'm gonna go feed the cat, use the bathroom, and get some ice in my water. And feel free to drop some more questions if y'all want. We'll keep hanging out for a little bit. I'll probably get these grip tape packs all finished up. And these wax packs, so I got enough little things. I don't think I did. This is the last one, so I'll probably need to cut out the rest of these. Your second G15? That's what's up. What color did you, what color is your first one? I'm in love with the color of mine, that teal one. I literally asked for a teal one, and then I opened it, and I was like, no way. Like, they delivered like exactly what I asked for. I was blown away. And it's fucking beautiful. That's like my favorite deck. Like I didn't even put stickers on it because I just love the look of the plies so much. Someone ordered a big order yesterday, so I threw one of these bins in there because they ordered a bunch of small stuff with their obstacles and then I didn't even put it in. So I just grabbed one of these bins and filled it up with their wax and tuning screws and wheel spacers and all that stuff. And then it has a little anxiety offline thing.
I'll be right back. All right. We are back on the Anxiety Offline show. Lines are open. We're taking calls. 1-800-ANXIETY OFFLINE. Want to call in and say hello? No, I'm kidding, of course. How many more of these do I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. And right here I have 9, 12. Okay, so just cut out the rest of these. I'm gonna put all this wax away. I can't see how many people we got in here, or if we got anybody else in here. Oh, 10 watching. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of people. Well, so when it comes to edits, what kind of music do you like in your edits? Just curious. Lately I either been using like rap music or like folk music, kind of. I don't know, or like or EDM, like techno electronic music. This probably sounds weird, but I was watching a video of that dude, Gifted Hater, and he was saying not enough people use I think he said EDM. Not enough people use he said pretty much a techno. Not enough people use techno or drum and bass. He said not enough people use drum and bass in their skate edits, and I was like, you know what? Good point. Let's implement that into fingerboarding. So I've been trying to use more like drum and bass, like techno type stuff. But is this chat refreshed? I can't even tell. Okay, yeah, this. Are FB meetups fun? Is water wet, dude? Yeah, they're fun. They're super fun. The best part about organizing one is when you get some sponsors who send in stuff, you get to give stuff away for free. Like, giving away fingerboard stuff for free is freaking so fun. That was the most fun part, probably. Like, we had contests and stuff, and we did like a raffle, and all the money for the raffle we donated to a cat rescue, like a place who rescues cats off the street and finds them homes and stuff. So, like, how cool is that? Like, we got a bunch of fingerboarding stuff. Like, companies sent us stuff. We sold raffle tickets. We donated the money to save a bunch of cats, and then a bunch of people got free fingerboarding gear, free decks, free obstacles. There was shirts. I mean, all kinds of stuff. So that was honestly the best part. Is like kind of giving back to the community in a way. That was what I had the most fun doing. And then we made sure to like everybody got something, you know. So like, and the first one really, I mean, it was a good turnout. It was like, it was definitely like bigger than we thought, but it wasn't too crazy. So I mean, a lot of people got to come up like 2 or 3 times and get a couple things, you know. A lot of people left, you know, a couple obstacles and a deck and oh my gosh, there was so much stuff up there. Go watch the video actually after this live stream. In my videos, there's one called "We Threw a Fingerboarding Event," and it covers the whole day of Boards and Brews. You should definitely watch that one. And I should honestly do like a vlog or something, like a Boards and Brews vlog, where I kind of like show the preparation the week before, kind of what goes into it or something. I don't know. I might do that for the next one. What's up, Finger Dude? How's it going, man? Thank you so much for stopping in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let's see. Let's do a couple of these real quick. See how many we got left. And if you haven't yet, I dropped a new edit last night with Blunds, and for me, it's actually Sunday. Oh, is it because your work schedule or something? For a second, I'm like, wait, where are you in the world where it's Sunday? I'm like, even in Australia, it's not Sunday. Are you on Mars or something? It's probably your work thing, right? Something like that. Maybe you got a work schedule where you work on the weekend. That's what it is, something like that. All this music keeps coming on that I've used for client projects because I have it all like in the same library, like all this non-copywritten music. I don't want to play anything copywritten because then I think YouTube will take down my stream. Mercury, be careful. No wonder your tricks are such heat. South Africa, nice. That's what's up. Is it winter there right now? Or no, it's summer there right now. It's summer there right now. It's summer there now. I right? Right? Is that right? Right now is summer. I feel like in like the southern hemisphere it's reversed. It's like that when in Christmas time it's like it's summer. Which I can't imagine that. Yeah, it's summer. Yeah, that's crazy. It's summer. I can't imagine having Christmas in the summer. Reminds me of that Corona commercial where the guy lights the palm tree up with the Christmas lights. Nice, Zach. That's what's up. Heel flips always feel good. I wish I could get mine more consistent. That's the only thing. Mine aren't. I can do them, they just aren't consistent. Today I was trying to practice nollie heels, and I kind of got a couple sketchy ones. But that's another thing I really want to kind of learn. Ooh, I love the color of this wax. It's like Gatorade colored. Sweet. Love how they mix up, look all trippy. Yeah, heel flips are hard. So congrats. And if y'all buy some obstacles, definitely grab some wax to go along with it. Black River boards are like goated. They're my favorite. Out of all the ones I've tried, G15 is my favorite, but the Black River Extra Wide's my other favorite. Very awesome mold.
and but it's not like totally like you don't need like a Black River deck to be like, you know, like have fun with fingerboarding. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, like I have the most fun sometimes with this deck. It's like my tech deck with rip tape and China hangers, tech deck base plates, and then inverted kingpins. And then I have $30 flat face wheels on here, but still, it's an awesome setup to kind of throw. Oh, and I have the grind fingerboard tuning pivot cups, and then lightwork bushings. But it's awesome because you can throw it in your pocket, take it anywhere. The restaurant, library. Maybe that's a library, but wherever, and just functions great. As long as you're having fun with it, you know what I'm saying? You don't need anything crazy. As long as you're having fun, it's all that matters. But it's definitely always fun to get a new Black River deck. LC boards aren't bad, man. I mean, it's a wooden fingerboard. It's definitely a step up from a tech deck. So, I mean, honestly, shred it, dude. Shred it, learn as much as you can on it, and then when you do upgrade, like, you'll be like, whoa, like, it'll be that much of a better upgrade, you know? Like, and then if you ever like lose it or scratch it or break it or anything, like just your LC board, then at least you didn't break or lose your Berlin wood or anything, So I mean, like, just shred it, man. Have fun with it. That's the most important part. I mean, I have the most fun with this deck and this deck, which are like my cheapest fingerboards. Just because like they're low pressure, low stress, like they feel decent, they get the job done, and the most important part is they don't scratch obstacles. I mean, honestly, if you just kind of like do the, inverted kingpin hack on some tech deck trucks, I mean, this one's actually really fun too. You're pretty much good. I mean, you're pretty much good. I mean, you can obviously a deck can feel better, but not that much better. So. But I will say I do love my Berlin Woods, Black Rivers, but they're not be all end all. That's for sure. As long as you're having fun with it, that's the most important part. Just have fun with it. And honestly, it's like that metaphor, like the dude walking sees the dude in the car, and the dude in the car sees the dude in the sports car, and the dude in the sports car sees the dude in the helicopter. You know what I'm saying? Like. I mean, even, so I mean, when you get your Berlin wood, you're going to be like, oh man, I wish I had a Preet, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that, so shred your LC board, have fun with it, tear it up, learn as much as you can on it, and then when you do upgrade, it'll feel that much better. It'll be worth it. And try a tech deck with inverted kingpins, because that might end up being your other favorite. It's one of mine. How much more do I need? I need 4 more, and then we're all done with the wax. What graphic do you have? I do know a lot of the LC board graphics. I can't see your profile pic. Looks like a red graphic or something. Red, let's see, maybe I can see it. I can't see your profile pic. I'm sure it's cool. What graphic is it? I do like the LC boards. I do like a couple of their graphics. Actually, XFlip Pro. Oh, the Baker one. Okay, hell yeah, that's what's up. XFlip Pro actually sponsored the first Boards and Brews. I should have reached out to them again to do the second one because they're a great sponsor. XFlip Pro, they're another kind of budget company. But I actually got to see their decks firsthand and stuff, and they were like really high quality. They actually surprised me. The shape of them was really nice. So, you know, they had some cool graphics too, though. We got the Baker graphics cool. I almost got that Baker tech deck today, the Zach one or whatever. Then I didn't. I found a cool limited one. It's not my favorite one though, so I'm gonna put it on the website. I put tech decks up there sometimes that ship with Tropics bushings and Lightwork tape. And I might throw in some kingpins too. So then you could like fully upgrade your tech deck. You know, if you got some wheels on hand, you could have a sick ass tech deck. Just, you know, like that single purchase. You want some Tropics? I'll do a giveaway again for them soon. I did a giveaway a couple of videos ago on one of my videos. I just said, you know, I'll pick one of the comments to do, you know, give away some Tropics. And it took forever to send them out because I was doing a bunch of other orders and stuff, but I finally sent them out yesterday. So little homie should have them hopefully next week. This one dude from New York ordered a bunch of Tropics and they never arrived. And I ended up resending them and they never arrived again. So now I always ship them like with tracking in a bubble envelope to make sure they get there. The color and Lightworks glow. So Lightworks like, you know, glow in the dark, and then Tropics don't. So that's the difference. And then Lightworks are like a little bit softer. Like I think out of all the bushings I offer, the Tropics are probably, I mean, they're all very similar like durometer, but the green Lightworks are the softest, and then like the blue Tropics are probably like the hardest or firmest ones probably. But yeah, so those are the bushings. Yeah, we gave away a free pair on one of the past videos, so check out like the comments to my next video. I'll probably give away a pair. We've done some really cool Lightwork edits too. Me and Blunz had a really cool Lightwork edit, and then we're working on a big team edit actually. So like, we're working on an edit with me, Blunz, Facet Samurai, Mortis, Alex, all of us pretty much. So they're sending me clips and I'm editing them in like this crazy ass way. So if you've seen some of my recent edits, the more like kind of crazier abstract ones, we're doing like a whole full length video of that kind of stuff. And it's all got like copywritten music in it. So I want to do a thing where maybe like I put it up as a download or something. So if you want to see the full version, you know, you go somewhere and you download it, and you can kind of like, you know, have the whole thing, kind of like, you know, an old skate video pretty much. But instead of going to like buy it somewhere, you just, you know, download it for free. But it should be sweet. It's just taking forever. It takes forever for people to get their clips and stuff, or to send their clips. I don't know. And then Yivi's gonna be in it too, Yivi and Dane, and it's gonna be like all of us. It should be like a 30-minute long video, hopefully. Or at least like maybe 10, 15 minutes probably. Yay, last one. Yeah, fingerboarding, man, it's a great community. You meet a lot of cool people. That's my favorite thing about the events, is just getting to network and link up with people who also fingerboard and talk to them about it and see all the products that they have and everything. Like the homie Goofy Digits, I met him through events pretty much, and he sells so much cool stuff. He always hooks the homie up. Alright, let's package up all these grip tapes now. Oh, there's one last wax.
Oh, shoot. Alright, we'll do that one later. Here's a little grip tape pack. It's got the little anime girl on there. Probably can't really see it. Maybe you can. Oh, you guys can kind of see it, actually. Maybe go like that. You can see, I see your eyes kind of. There you go. Yeah, anyway. Not a lot of people around me FB. Man, you'd be surprised. When I first started fingerboarding, I thought like, oh man, I'm the only one around here for hundreds of miles who knows what fingerboarding is. But I was totally wrong, man. Like, it turned out one of my best friends, like little brothers, was like really heavy into it, and that's Blunds. And he ended up getting me super like involved and like in the scene and everything. Super grateful for that. There we go. Got some offline grip tape. Don't run out. Order more. I love the branding on this stuff. I don't know if you guys saw. Anxiety Offline Skate Wax. 100% real, not a hologram. Made in the USA. Works well with Anxiety Creek. Trademark. Don't run out. Order more. AnxietyOffline.com. Heck yeah. Looks pretty cool together. I might do bundles, you know, like wax and grip together. It'd be pretty cool. You should try to get an event going if you can. I mean, if you can make a flyer and find a free venue, you should do an event, because you'd probably be surprised. There's probably a lot more people around you that fingerboard than you would have thought. At least that's how it kind of went in my experience. Because damn, it's crazy. A lot of people around here fingerboard. Not a lot of people, but I mean, definitely more than I ever would have thought. Oh man, South Africa. I mean, honestly, you're better off ordering from Fingerboard Store. They'd be able to get it to you like within a week, and it would be like FBS tape, which my tape's good, but my tape's not FBS tape. FBS tape is supreme fingerboard grip tape, like the best, the cream of the crop, best of the best. So I would go through FBS, because they'll probably they'll be able to get it to you for super cheap, because they're I mean, not super cheap, but a lot cheaper than I will, because they're in Germany, so they're closer to you. They probably use DHL or something. Fingerboardstore.de. Who else? Is Rip Tape good? Rip Tape is the freaking best. If I'm not using FBS tape, I'm using Rip Tape. Oh, and the new engraved FBS tape is really dope too. If you can kind of see it on there, maybe you can't, but lots of designs. It's really sick. Rip Tape though, amazing. I love the new Rip Tape. Rip Tape though takes a while to break in. So if you put it on your deck, it's gonna feel a little bit off for like about a week or so. Takes a while to break in, but once you get it broken in, oh my gosh, freaking the best stuff ever. Really, anything else besides FBS and Rip Tape is just a copy of that. Kind of like the trucks. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking shit now, but a lot of it. I mean, that stuff's really just the best. If you want to help it break in a little bit faster, you can rub some rubbing alcohol on there. It'll kind of help it break in. And then tape. I usually take painter's tape, this stuff right here, and just tear it on, tear it off, tear it on, tear it off, and then just kind of over time it wears in a little bit faster that way. My favorite setup that I own, definitely my G15. Favorite one. G15 33.6 millimeter deck with rip tape, 32 millimeter Black River 2.0 trucks with the orange pivot cup. Right now I got pink Tropic bushings, custom colors because they're like all the way solid hot pink, and then I got flat face J line hand wheels on here, which are my favorite wheels. And yeah, favorite setup definitely by far. Second favorite would be the Black River Berlin Wood mold, which is pretty much the same setup, just besides the wheels. So Black River extra wide with 32 millimeter trucks, and on here I got Street Dog wheels, and on here I got flat face G8 wheels, and they both have rib tape, just different kinds. This is the Black River engraved, and this is just the plain. I'm trying to think what else. The Chems one and the Hanna. Chems Low Pro, Hanna Mid, definitely my other favorites. Yeah, there's definitely a wide variety of grip tape out there. When I was doing some research and development, trying to figure out what kind I wanted on my site, I bought a lot of different kinds, and some of the kinds I bought were really bad. This kind's pretty good though. It's like totally 100% neoprene with like a tissue tape backing or whatever. But yeah, some of foam tape has like more like plastic in it, I think, or some other material than neoprene, so it kind of gives it like a way more like firm, like kind of craft foam material feel to it. I like my tape to be like more kind of softer, velvety. So, thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, those are my favorite setups. This is my brand new one. I'm dropping a video about it tomorrow. This is the Sorry Slush Cult deck with 32 millimeter 3.0s, and then Lightwork bushings and abstract minis. Noah, what's up, man? What's going on? Yeah, if you want some tape, let me know. Packing up tape, packing up wax. About to start editing a video, but I might finish up this tape and then do a couple tricks real quick. But yeah, G15 though, a lot of good things to say about it. It's a really good setup. I like that I can use it as a vert setup or a street setup. That's my favorite thing about it. So yeah, I'm glad I got that Sorry deck. I like that graphic a lot. The only thing is, I think the graphic's upside down because it should be like, this is the tail, this is the nose. So shouldn't the graphic go the other way? I don't know, it's kind of weird, but whatever. I still like it. Yeah, Noah always drops the heat. Noah, I almost got a Nolly heel today. I was gonna send it to you. It's kind of a sketchy one, but I'm gonna try and get another one. Hopefully get that down soon. I got pretty close today. I kind of got the feel for it. So hopefully I get that down soon. So many labels. I need to make some more bushings. They take forever. And if they take forever and they sell out in like a day, so then it's like, oh, I gotta make more. Yeah, it is the ultimate flex trick, that's for sure. Could you do your favorite trick on stream? Like my favorite flip trick? That'd probably be a tray flip. Did I get, that looked decent? It felt decent.
See, I'm watching the replay. There we go. It looked decent. And the second favorite would probably be a kickflip. I also like nollie flips a lot lately too. They're fun. Reverse finger tray flip? Is that like with the front finger or something? That's crazy. When I first learned, I did my kickflips backwards, and I would always do them with my back finger. I would like, if you watch my early videos, I would like kickflip like this. It was so weird. I had to like learn how to use my front finger. Almost done. Hey, you gotta start somewhere. And Ollie's a good place to start too. And honestly, sometimes one of the most fun part about fingerboarding is just like kind of like skateboarding, is like hitting like some gaps or whatever, you know. So if you know how to ollie, you could start doing some cool stuff already. Cool thing about fingerboarding too is that it makes you start to look at the world a little bit differently too. You know, like your kitchen becomes like a street spot, and the stairs, you know, become kind of like a big ass ledge and stuff like that. Oh, nollie. Oh, dude, you're going places on the. You're going places then. Nollie can take people some time. I thought I would never learn how to nollie, and then finally I learned it, like maybe 6 or 8 months into fingerboarding. Yeah, I still can't really skate switch that well. Some people can do it better than others, though. Like Freshco's fingers can almost skate switch is just as good or almost better than you can regular. Like his fingers, quote unquote, he said, my fingers just work better that way. So I think for some people they just can pick it up easier too. And I think people too, like at least for me, like there's different schools of thought when it comes to learning tricks. You know, like I don't really strive to learn like crazy tricks as much as I learn to just have my tricks as clean as possible. Like I'd rather have a small inventory of super clean, consistent tricks and have a large inventory of like tricks that like I can only get once or twice. Like when I first started fingerboarding, I just wanted to be able to like kickflip super clean, like onto a stapler. Like that was it. So I'm still kind of in that same school of thought where I just want to have my tricks like super clean, even if they aren't really crazy yet, because I can build up combos later. The finger dude, you need to watch my how to film fingerboarding video. It's actually been getting a lot of views lately and comments and stuff, so I think the algorithm's starting to pick it up. But I go fully in depth how to film fingerboarding, how to get super close to your deck with your phone, and it's pretty good video, I think. I'll see if I can drop a link in the comments very quickly. Oh man, it's already midnight. It was a little bit of an older video. Not older, but I mean it was. Oh, there we go. How to film. Check out this video here. There we go. Yeah, finger do. Check out the video I dropped in the comments or in the chat.
I go pretty in depth there at the entire process.
It helps if your iPhone has the 0.5 magnification, but you don't really need it. If you can get a fisheye, that can really get you far enough. Look how beautiful this display is. If you come to Boards and Brews, you can pick some stuff right out of here.
How cool is that?
My goodness, it's gorgeous. We need one more label though, which I don't feel like cutting out by hand, so I'm gonna be lazy. Be lazy and use scissors. Yeah, for sure. Watch it, leave a comment, leave a like, all that good stuff. I should repost that one more because I don't think a lot of people know that video exists. But it's definitely one of my more information-filled videos. Last one, finally. Oh my goodness, it took forever. How long have we been live for? Oh my gosh, 2 hours? What? I don't think it would take that long. I wanted to start editing by now. That's done though. That was taking a while. Been looking at these all unlabeled for too long. So let me go put all this stuff away really quick. Bunch of extra labels. Need to go put some other bushing labels. The bushing labels are sweet. I'm like in love with the new Tropics branding. I actually hired an ad agency to do that. Like, I hired a whole ad agency to redo the Tropics branding. I like took them the old Tropics stuff, and they wanted a bunch of information about like target audience, brand story, and all this stuff, And then they came back with a bunch of options. I really liked that rave option. So, shout out to the ad agency that made that happen. My most expensive setup? Probably that grip skin that I had, because the deck was like $60. Right now, though, probably like one of the Black River ones, I guess, just because those are the most expensive decks. I love how the Sari deck feels. Very nice, very nice. Get some clips from the quarter. Yeah, I could try that.
Lately, I've been liking the snow skate on the corner. Feels so good to come up, do like a little board slide, come back down. Oh yeah, do some of my favorite trick on there.
Actually, my other favorite one is
Switch flip, the blunt.
to switch flip out. That one feels good. Can't do that one every time though. Fun too, you can use this side of it as well, like a tall ledge. So yeah, I like it a lot. They're fun. You can come at it this way too. Yeah. I don't keep dropping it. Sounds better when I land it. I love the G15 on vert. It feels good.
Like my best feeling vert deck, I think.
Oh, I can't get it. Yeah.
Grandmother cheeseburger, your window. I don't know what that says, man.
Hey yo, he's back. CR85.
I sent you the bushings, right?
It's Mandarin.
Hey Ice, how do you feel? How do you feel about Taiwan? Is Taiwan part of China, or is it? Do you feel? How do you feel about the one China policy?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what it says. CR85, did I send you the bushing? Okay, I thought it was you. Okay, yeah, they should be there soon. I sent them out yesterday, so hopefully Monday they should get there. Sorry about the wait.
Here, I'll translate it.
No, now I want to know what it says.
Oh, oh, I thought it says. I thought it said something else. Never mind. That's still. I don't really get it, but I think it's funny. Well, let's see what this one says. This one I'm more interested in. Taiwan is not a country. Yeah, Taiwan is a country. It's a very free country, and it's gonna remain that way for a long time. So I assume you are a big fan of the one China policy.
It's okay. All views are respected here.
It just might be made fun of or something.
Are you Mandarin or Cantonese? Alright, we won't get all political. Thank you. Yeah. I like them a lot. They're fun.
Nice brick pattern on there. The transition makes it nice and smooth.
Trying to get this little, I mean, that was super sketchy. I didn't really land that, but trying to get the little shove it to nose blunt. One thing I haven't been able to get on here that I got on the other one is the 180 backside kickflip.
Only been able to do kickflip to fakie.
Yeah, you should buy one. Pretty nice price on them, I think. Hand painted at the studios
With anxiety offline.
Tech deck on a Hot Wheels track? No, that's interesting. I want to try that now. I do got this though. This is probably my most expensive setup right here. This is the Hot Wheels Tony Hawk with real skate grip tape on there. The butter blocks are nice. They have a painted surface. I don't have any done right now, but I'll make an edit with some soon. Someone has ordered some. I'm working on a set for myself right now, actually. I'm doing a hot pink. Uh-oh. Oh, man. I think I made Ice angry. Okay. He's like quoting stuff from
He's quoting stuff from Art of War by Sun Tzu or something. But honestly, these tech deck fingerboards feel pretty good.
Like, you can tell Tech Deck like did the research. Like, I mean, they're not amazing, but I mean, for $3, like, they feel pretty good. And like, they have the riveted in wheels and everything, so you can't really take it apart. But the fact that you can throw it in your pocket, it's not going to fall apart, is actually pretty cool.
But if you throw foam tape on there, it's actually like a pretty decent pocket setup, I think. I'm making a video about those ones as well.
Yeah, I don't know about the dagger of nails and all that stuff.
But yeah, if you want to, you're making the chat interesting though, so we'll keep it at that.
I don't really know what he's talking about. I always like put anti-CCP stuff in my TikTok hashtags. So maybe Ice is from TikTok. I don't really know. Not a big CCP fan. Then again, I shouldn't have TikTok probably. But yeah, still streaming. I'm probably gonna get off here pretty soon.
So yeah, we were doing all those labels. Got those finished up.
And now we're playing with Hot Wheels. Yeah, tigers are no joke, man.
Tigers and monkeys. Remember that monkey that lady gave Xanax to? Killed her best friend.
Oh yeah, the blue blind one. Do I actually skate this one? I mean, I've been messing around with it. I'll keep it, like, I've been messing around with it on my desk and stuff.
Around the house.
The blue blind deck. It's right here. I've been using. Dude, you're going to Slush Cult in the morning? That's so cool. Yeah, this is the blue blind deck. It's a limited edition, like holographic one. I thought it was a TJ Rogers graphic, but it doesn't say his name on there at all. So I think it's just like a regular blind one. And
It feels good. I put the black kingpins in there. I like how they look on this one. And yeah, it's a great deck. It just got tech deck trucks with inverted kingpins, lightwork bushings, and then it actually has Street Dog blank wheels. So that's the thing. Like, I think the wheels are most important, like wheels and grip tape. Like if you have decent wheels and grip tape, the rest of it doesn't really matter too much.
This Black River Skull deck, yeah.
So that is this one.
I got pivot cups. Actually, on this one I don't, but on this one I do.
I should add some to that one though. Yeah, you're right. And I got the grime ones on this one too. I replaced the dynamic ones. Here it is, the Black River Skull deck. It's about a year. I got it like the Christmas before last, so I've had it for a long time. Lots of wear, mostly because like it's been like skated on mostly concrete. And yeah, I like this deck a lot because it all matches. It's got the red plies in there, and it doesn't really match perfectly, I guess, but at least the red, black, and white, works well together. It's got the original tape on here as well. So as you can see, it's like tearing through at the nose or at the tail, because I always like kind of put a lot of pressure like there. And but I don't want to replace the tape because tape honestly feels better the more worn in it gets. Like I replaced my flat face tape the other day, and the deck still feels good, but rip tape takes some time to wear in. But once you clean it though, it looks brand new. It doesn't look brand new, but it just feels so good. You can't recreate this kind of tape. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this tape takes years. Oh man, this guy's going on a freaking rant now. Just curious to see what this says. Oh, yeah, he's like just quoting stuff from like Sun Tzu. Yeah, you can't recreate this kind of tape though. It's just, once you get something super worn in like this, just nothing else feels the same. Here's like brand new rip tape. You can't really tell the difference maybe on camera, but the older one is just way more like porous kind of, and like just more porous. I think the more porous makes for more surface area, and because it's neoprene, the more surface area, the more grip you kind of have, so I think it kind of makes sense. The only thing I wish about this deck is the bottom ply. I wish it was red. That would be really cool. This one has a really awesome red top and bottom ply, and it's gonna wear super cool, I bet. So I wish this one had a colored bottom ply. Finger Dude, thanks for watching, man. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Probably gonna end the stream pretty soon. It's getting late here. No, I don't really design decks too much, but maybe in the future though. Oh man, this live's gonna take forever to upload, so I think I'm gonna get off here now, do some other stuff. But thanks for hanging out for a while. That was pretty fun. So I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video. Peace.